Hi guys, it is me Tess. Welcome back if you're a repeat offender, and welcome if you've just stumbled across my channel. Sorry I didn't do a video last week. We had a performance. Obviously I didn't perform, Elise did. It was cold. It was wet. It was late. It went over as most performances seem to be doing right now. And it just knocked me out. Like I think I slept Sunday. I don't actually remember what I did last week. All I know is I didn't get a video done. Sorry about that, but let's be honest, I've only got one whip to show you, so you didn't miss out on a huge amount. But yeah, it was so flipping cold, it wasn't funny. It snowed in Canberra in March. There is something so obscenely wrong about that. We don't get snow consistently here. Like, it never settles. I think it's about an hour and a half, 2 hour drive to the mountains where it does. And I saw that it had snowed on Threadbow. I'm like, that's ridiculous. It's March. Like, it shouldn't have snowed yet. Like, every year I've been here, April 25th, Anzac Day, is about the day it swaps. Like, that's when it gets cold and you're like, okay, turn on the heater, pull out the March. No, winter is unfortunately here. I love winter. I do prefer winter to summer. You can always rug up, but it should not be starting in March. What? That's like the first month of autumn. And yes, granted, it was the 30th of March, but it was still March, not April. We are autumn. Should not be this cold. Rant over. I'm going to get into something a little less ranty. I have a couple of things to show you that is not haystack, but not many, let's be honest. I have put together my charts storage. Pretty sure you've all seen the way I store my projects. Let's reach over. In a little Ziploc bag. I'm thinking about putting black paper in it just to keep consistency, because my thread storage, black paper. Haven't done any more because I'm obsessed. Anyway, so yeah, my chart storage, I have got black paper for those who don't take the whole page, and it's amazing. I have not ordered them yet. I just put them all away. I will be separating them by designer, and then most of it will be alphabetized because it needs to have some order. Now, I think I showed this a while ago. I do print off my hay charts. I think there's 3 in here. Just because I like to have a lot of backups. I've got on my computers, I've got them on Dropbox, I have emailed them to myself, have printed copies. I'm actually thinking about also getting a USB for them. But anyway, so I've got them on here, and in here, not on here, it's physical. But as I put together my other chart storage, I sort of was like, oh, maybe I should change these to A4 because that way they're all the same. And then I realized that, yeah, I probably should, because you don't know what chart this is, you don't know look how small that is. No. So even if I had to work from these, I couldn't. So I will be reprinting all the Hades into A4. So all my charts will be A4, and magic. Matchy magic. So yeah, there's that. I did have printing, not for cross stitch, for work, because I'm not allowed to use my iPad because it is such a secure workplace-ish. You're not allowed devices that aren't provided to you by the employer. So I can no longer use my digital planner. Wow, where did that? Anyway, I can use it on my break to cross stitch, don't worry about that, but not that you would have worried. So yeah, I've purchased a compendium that's like got the company logo on it because I'm weird like that, and have printed that off, so I might print some I'll do what I do and not waste your time. Other than that, I got some happy mail. I showed Stargazer, I think it was the last video or the video before, and the fabric arrived that I ordered for her. I don't know when I'm going to start her because haystack, but the fabric is here and I'm able to when I want to. Isn't it so pretty? I did get opalescent. It's not as shiny as I thought opalescent was. It looks like it's just sort of pieces of glitter rather than a glittered thread, but whatever, that's just so pretty. I'm not sure whether I'm going to have it this way, or I don't know. It's sort of, she obviously looks up into something, and I'm not sure where to place her so it looks okay. I'm going to figure out how big she is and play around with it then. But again, no rush because I'm only working on haystack because haystack. I'm going to quickly share, I did get, it's not technically happy mail because it didn't come in the mail, but it is happy gifts. Went to stitching catch up yesterday, got to see Chloe again. Oh my god, I love you and missed you so much. I wish you would come to more, but we're planning on having our own catch ups anyway. Went to a stitchy catch up. Cherie and Alexandra were there again, so baby cuddles. Didn't get as much stitching as I probably would have otherwise, but I got baby cuddles and even managed to stitch with her when she'd fallen asleep. Anyway, Debbie was there. Absolutely love Debbie. Debbie, you need to move to Canberra so I can see you more often. She came and bought me a bulk pack of John James Petite. Oh my god, love you so much. This beautiful, beautiful person paused my video and watched it a bajillion times to find out what size I used. Obviously I shared it in my giveaway just so she could order me those. Amazing. I'm so excited because I haven't seen my needles sold in bulk before, so I'm going to give these a go. Hopefully they'll work just as well. Like, I can't assume that they would have advertised John James and they're not actually be John James, and if so, I will be able to buy a bajillion of them because I love having a lot of spares. As well as that, she made me a grime guard. Oh my god, it's not as neat as when she put it on. I need to practice. This changed my stitching. It doesn't make that much of a difference when I'm stitching in hand, but I tried it on my Lowry last night and it was just a world of change. I didn't have to worry about the, obviously, excess getting in the way. Amazing. Thank you so much, Debbie. I love you a million. She's also making me a protector thing to wrap around it, but we measured on a piece of cardboard, so it wasn't quite big enough that she'd made. But yeah, absolutely love you to bits. And hopefully I'll see you again soon. At least a month. Sorry, just struggling to take it off the Q-snap to show you my beautiful haystack. Now, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned, my goal was the end of this year. I want to have this done by the end of the year. I then realised that I want to participate in NaNoWriMo again. Obviously, this is my 10th year and hopefully my 10th win. I don't want this sort of sitting there taking my focus away from NaNoWriMo because it's already hard enough to write 50,000 words in the month, especially because dancing completely amps up at that time of year. You're working towards Christmas. It's just, November is a horrid month already. It's going to be worse this year. Like, I thought last year was bad. Every year's bad enough. Elise is now doing so much more dancing, so November is just going to be a complete write-off. I didn't want this hanging over me. I want it done by October 31st. I am pretty sure I can do it. I figured out the other day, I can't remember when, but the other day I was 39% through my project and only 30% through the time between January 1st and October 31st. So I should be able to do it. I also realised or figured out that I need to stitch 199 stitches per day. I get that most days. There are days, like if you follow my Instagram, I had a 5-stitch day, but that's really rare. I get about 100 stitches on my break at work. Then I've got dance. Like, I am pretty sure that I stitch enough that I can make up for the bad days, and I should be able to get this done by October 31st, if not sooner. But without further ado, because you don't want to hear me rambling on, Haystack Sunset. Oh my, I am in love. Like, I can't stop looking at it. It's just so pretty. I'm still a bit weirded out that there's so much blank space. Like, I would have thought it would be a bit more consistent, but there's just sections that are completely done and sections that are barely done at all. But I'm loving it. It's not a chore yet, and I'm hoping it won't be. I think because I'm nearing 50%, I'm almost on the downhill run. Like, oh my goodness, I'm at 41%. Haven't stitched yet today because I slept in, even though daylight savings time ended last night, so 3 a.m. became 2 a.m. So I gained an hour. I went to bed at like 8:30 last night, and I still didn't wake up until 11. I am tired. Sorry, that distracted me. Have a feeling it's sort of getting used to the new medication. My anxiety spiked because I did mention that I applied for a job internally. I don't know where we're up to with that. I did get a call. I am going for an interview. It was supposed to be this week sometime, but something happened at work that I'm not really comfortable sharing on the interwebs, and I'm thinking that that might have slowed the process a bit. I don't mind. I mean, I love my job. I don't care if I don't get this new one, but I'm not so good with the unknown. I kind of wish they would just say yes or no rather than drawing out the process. I know that this is life, so I'm trying to work through it, but my anxiety is just a little bit spiked. And unfortunately, it's sort of at the point that instead of being able to lose myself in my cross stitch, I'm kind of drawing back a little bit. Not because I don't love my cross stitch, but because I just can't focus, and I don't want to put the stitches in the wrong spot because that would be a nightmare to fix. But anyway, it is what it is, and I'll let you know either way when I do. And until next week, happy stitching. Bye guys.